guys, welcome to another episode of What's Next. This is actually going to be the sequel to Star Wars Battlefront. Obviously, it's going to be quite obvious that DICE is probably planning on doing a sequel to Battlefront, considering how successful Battlefront did. Star Wars Battlefront is considered a reboot of the previous games, and it's not considered a sequel. However, it is the reboot of the series, and pretty much, despite not getting okay reviews, the game did very, very well. It did very well with everyone out, with a lot of fans, and I remember not liking the game at first. And as I played it, it's a game you could just kind of play casually and continue to play and enjoy and just, do whatever you want with. So, as always, remember there's going to be spoilers in this. Actually, wait, there can't be spoilers in an online game. My bad. Okay. Well, never mind. Ignore that. I feel really dumb. It was developed by DICE, and it was published by EA, or Electronic Arts. And it is, for anyone who's wondering, it's using the Frostbite 3 engine. And it was released for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on November 17th, 2015. Now, pretty much the game kind of revolves around around Star Wars Episode 7. It has Jakku, Celeste, all those planets, but of course it always adds the classics like Endor, Hoth, Tatooine. So really, you're not missing out on much. But it also includes many characters, including Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett, Leia, Han, Emperor Palpatine. So pretty much you're pretty much set there. However, since there aren't a lot of maps, it kind of sucked, but you kind of get over it because there is kind of a variety of game modes. A little bit, you can get like a small match or a bit large match from 6v6 down to 20v20. So it's pretty good, and the game runs pretty well. I don't face much lag as I play the game. I don't know. I've never really faced it. I faced it every now and then, but it's not really major, or it has to be if we're all, I have to really have bad internet for it to not work. But, possible sequel to the game. Obviously there's going to be more Star Wars Star Wars movies coming out, so it would be nice to see more Star Wars kind of related games. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront 2 followed the release of Star Wars Episode 3, and it did very well. I loved Star Wars Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 was honestly one of my favorite games, hands down, because it has a huge variety of maps, a large amount of game modes, and pretty much I never get tired of playing that game. The game is so much fun. Not to mention, the game still has a very loyal following on PC, so hell, if Sony rebooted or did backwards compatibility from the PlayStation 2 to the PS4 and did Battlefront 2, I would hands down buy it. Even Battlefront 1, I would hands down buy it, because those two are very, very good games. Now, pretty much what I would like to see out of the series is story mode, as well as the online. I enjoy a good story, and coming from Battlefront 2, I loved Rise of the Empire. Rise of the Empire was the telling of the 501st Legion, and you played and pretty much went through the beginning from Episode 3 of the Battle of Coruscant down to the Battle of Hoth into Episode 5. So really, you kind of it also fills in the gaps between movies as well, showing what the Stormtroopers did on side of it also shows what the Stormtroopers did between movies, I guess. I would like to see something similar to that, though. I really enjoyed Rise of the Empire. Rise of the Empire is a very deep story for me. I loved always playing Rise of the Empire because it tells a very good story about how these people felt. And the 501st Journal kind of follows through that and kind of relates into the story. It always blended very well, and the narrator did very well on can't tell you how many times I played it. It's my favorite part of Battlefront 2. Now, it'd be cool if they added something like that of the sort. How did the First Order get to business from, and they can kind of continue off of Episode 6 into Episode 7 and kind of show how the First Order became established. Not to mention, you don't even see the First Order in this game. You see the Empire and the Rebels. Now, it'd be cool to see the First Order and how they get established. It'd be cool to see a story mode like that of the sort. I would like to see something of that, and even kind of adding more to it, because this game always felt like it was kind of lacking in certain points, especially without Galactic Conquest. Galactic Conquest was so fun. It was something you could just do on the side and have a lot of fun with, and it was always pretty much a different experience. And I wish they had something like that too, to do it. And as well, I wish they added the Clone Wars, because the Clone Wars wasn't in this either. And as a kid, I extremely loved the Clone Wars. I was more like everyone I know will always say that everyone older will say that the original trilogy is always the best, and it is the better 3 of the 6. However, Episode 3 will forever be my favorite episode, because that's the episode that came out when I was young, and I went and saw it, and I was amazed by how good it was. I loved Episode 3. Now, as I got older, I realized how bad the acting was. It really did bug me though, because the storyline, and I loved it. Just everything I loved about it just was pictured as I saw it, and I loved it. So I think they should add the Clone Wars and segment back into the game. And I actually thought this game was pretty good for. It was definitely overpriced, but it was pretty good overall. I can't say I have many complaints about it, because I do play the game a lot. Actually, this is footage I recorded before I'm recording the audio, but now I'm actually level 50 now, so that just goes to show I got to the max level. And to be honest, this game's a lot of fun. I would definitely say I recommend it, but it's definitely not a $60 game for how much content's actually in the game. So that's why I think they have to add more. The First Order story would be always really cool to see. It kind of gives a storyline to the game, and then I would like to see Galactic Conquest back in the game too, and more playable maps, definitely more playable maps. Because if you go down to Battlefront 2, you had countless planets. Hoth, Utapau, Mustafar, Felucia, Mahito, Polis Massa, Endor, Coruscant. There's so many maps, and you aren't really given that much of an opportunity in this to play at them. So I would like to see more maps along with Galactic Conquest, as well as maybe even include aspects of both Battlefront 1 and 2, putting historical campaign even into the next game, because historical campaign was in Battlefront 1. You know, it followed the storyline it followed a storyline of Episode 1 and 2 in a sense, and that was really interesting as well, seeing that kind of just following that, because it's just another thing to do. And of course, I believe that they need an instant action where you can just go play CPU. I really think they need to add all aspects of the Battlefront into the games. I think they need instant action, Galactic Conquest, some sort of storyline, and multiplayer, because all of them are amazing, as well as the split screen. Because I can't tell you, to this day, every time I go over to my buddy Rob's house, we always play Battlefront 2 split screen. No matter what, we always play it. It's like a hands down thing. It's like no matter what we do, we're gonna do that. And we played Battlefront 1 when I was home over spring break, and it just goes to show how long the game actually lasts. And I honestly think that they need to put those aspects back in the game. I feel like this Battlefront definitely lacked in content. I feel like it deserved more. Other things they could do is also for the storyline is see how the rise of the Republic, or I believe it's the Republic. How did the New Republic finish off the Empire in a sense? How did the Empire finally pretty much shut down in a sense? Like what stopped the Empire from Rising, Rising again, and hell, even follow maybe like a Jedi or even well, Jedis are being trained by Luke Skywalker at this point. But hell, even add like something about how Kylo Ren got in there and how Kylo Ren even became who he was. I believe they need to add so much. They could add so much, and they have a lot of potential, especially with how much they have to work with now, because everyone's giving it every it has so much lore and so much backstory you can put into it that I feel like it'd be easier to add this stuff than not add it in a sense. Pretty much, I believe they have a lot to work on, because as much as I liked this game is not perfect at all, nowhere near perfect. I personally believe that if they added so much more, the game would be so much better. And pretty much, I felt as if this game was kind of Titanfall, but a different story. Titanfall was an all-online game, not many maps, not many game modes. That was it. That's what this game is. Except it had to add more maps through the DLC. That's the only reason it's not Titanfall, is because they added free DLC into the game to make it so it's not as small. And they add, in the game modes, I think there's 9 game modes. Believe me, I know I said that they have a variety of game modes, but that's also in terms of size.
Defend the droids, whatever it takes.
They do have the 20 versus 20s, however, they're relatively the same. They have a team deathmatch, they have a headquarters type style game, they have a capture the flag type style game, and then they have domination. That's pretty much it. There's really no, and then they have Walker assault, but there's really no variety of the games in a sense. So that's what I felt the game was missing. Also, they can also kind of add in a tie-in story about even how Finn became a stormtrooper, even follow how some stormtroopers got into the First Order in the first place. That would be an interesting story to see as well, because we don't really see many aspects of the bad guys. I'm using air quotes. I don't know why I can't see it, but I like that, especially in Battlefront 2. You kind of followed a transition from the good guys, who were the clones. You played as a clone in the 501st Legion, and you followed the transition into Order 66, and how pretty much the clones became the Empire, how the clones became bad, and but not necessarily bad, became the stormtroopers. And I really thought that was a great story, how they added that kind of stuff, because it is a great storyline, and it shows that the clones weren't necessarily bad people. They were just doing what they were told, and I loved that whole thing pretty much. I believe that story was fantastic, and they could do something with that. DICE is more than capable of doing something of the sort, because they have experience with the Battlefield games. I personally can't say much about Battlefield 1, 2, 4, but I could say with Bad Company 2, I played Bad Company 2. Bad Company 2 was a very good game. I enjoyed Bad Company 2. Bad Company 2 was, I would consider, one of the better first-person shooters I played. And the only game I would put in front of that was Modern Warfare, the first one, COD 4. And so DICE is definitely more than capable of making a quality game. So I believe that this could definitely be something that works. They have the capabilities of making it. So pretty much, I believe that they need more overall. They just need to add more, in a sense. There's just not enough there for a $60 game to make a $60 game. I think that it could be, I believe it was a bit overpriced. This game was $30 at most, in my opinion, and I got it for $30. But that's my opinion. That's what I believe DICE needs to add into the next Battlefront. And we're most likely going to see a Battlefront, as well as I do believe, kind of as a tie-in, I should say, that Sony needs to make Battlefront 2 backwards compatible onto the PS4, because I would definitely hands down buy that. Even the first Battlefront, I would hands down buy it. I'd probably buy both of them if they did it, because Battlefront and Battlefront 2 just bring in such nostalgia and such. It makes me feel like I'm a little kid again, and I think those are great games they need to do. I'm gonna put that in there now because they need to.
Final droid pinpointed.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. What do you guys think of the next Battlefront? Do you think that they should add more stuff, or do you think it was fine just as is? Leave your comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'll see you guys around.